So probably one of the most common things, and I've seen different families have different thoughts, but it's, again, a child with significant alterations in the brain, so the significant neurological impairment, and the child has seizures. And the child's been on various medications, and so we know it's intractable. We can't stop the child from having seizures. We're looking to minimize. But because understandably training is that we're looking to stop seizures, I always say it is absolutely should always be the goal. We should reflect periodically on how realistic is that goal. So I certainly have seen many families where their child comes into the hospital. So like Barry would definitely be an example where they're dependent on others to think through that. And if they don't, sometimes, again, with good intent, a new person will come along and they'll even know that Barry's an example, had previously been on, 5 different anti-epileptics. At that point in his life, he's on either 4 or 5 and anti-seizure medications, and that it'll be the new person who's going to fix the problem. And some families will defer and not realize that maybe incrementally, not only are you not truly altering the outcome much at some point in the child's life, but you're adding more potential for toxicity. Or I've seen other families where it's very frustrating. They feel like they've accepted that this isn't going to get better. I'm not looking to fix it. And you're coming along and you're telling me you're going to fix this? Please stop trying to fix it. And so it's the same problem, but it depends on the viewpoint of where the parent themselves is at in terms of how they view their child. And again, it's not that they wouldn't want it to be better. Clearly, every parent would. And then on top of that is that dynamic where, again, if we assume responsibility because we get inserted at a point in time, we wouldn't want the parent to think that we've given up, that we're the person who's not trying as hard, because they might have, their prior experience might be that, well, every time they come in, I want them to keep trying harder. So we wouldn't want to be the complete opposite of coming in and just bluntly saying, well, I see they've already done 10 different trials and your child's still on 4 of those, and I don't see that there's anything more to do. We offer up your own questions and thoughts and maybe observations. And that's going to depend obviously on your own, as a clinician, your own background, experience, or comfort with having a conversation about, is this a problem that's more intractable, and what role does testing play? What role does further empirical trials play? What type of conversations make sense with the family in terms of even that acknowledgement of our worry, that we're always going to offer the best care that makes sense, but we also have times where we might worry that the best of medicine can't alter this in the manner we wished for in the past. So this might be a time for us to take a step back to revisit what makes sense in terms of that care plan.